Hello everyone and welcome to the Fellowmind AI broadcast series number 3. My name is Tero Tapanainen. I'm from Finland and CTO is my title, and my guest here is...
I'm Miika Tekoniemi. I'm from the Finland office as well, and I'm our competence lead. And I've been busy with the AI theme for the past year, and I've dived deep with many of our customers inside this topic. And today we are going to be talking about what we have discovered in this topic and how we can move in the generative AI scene.
Yeah. So we have had 2 episodes already. First one that we talked about the AI in general, and then we had the co-pilots, what they can do for your business. But now in this series we are more focusing on the use cases of the business use cases that you can build with your own AI solutions, right?
Yeah, exactly. We are going to really showcase something that hopefully will showcase what is possible right now to do with this technology and what is the real benefit of these and how to think around these subjects.
Yeah. And then we have 2 series coming up also, episode 4 and 5, but we can discuss that a little bit later in the end of the show.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it started. So we were talking about now the AI, like your journey in the AI world, and you have to start somewhere and end somewhere, and this what we are talking about today is quite the advanced topic. How do you see the maturity model or how the customers are taking advantage of this AI at the moment in the scene?
Yeah, it's actually really interesting. This is something that we in Fellowmind have been doing a study on approximately about 50 companies from the start of August till the present time, and what we found out is that many of the companies that has participated in this study, they have basically told us that they are in the status of still generating knowledge on what this is and how they can generate their own digital strategy around this topic. What is possible with this technology? How can we, take this into our own context and then create something that will revolutionize their business or make them more productive and so forth. So most everybody is still at this status. Some have been already starting showcases with their own data and maybe understanding what the co-pilots in this scene does, what we talked about in the last episode, and only a few have then went on to push this whole generative AI into your own business data and gaining the big benefits. And we are going to be talking today about the number 3, 4, and 5 steps. What can we introduce in this area?
Yeah, I think also it's industry is affecting a little bit. Who are in the forerunners and who are waiting a little bit. What is happening in the scenes, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. There are some are taking the first steps and gaining the first benefits. Others are waiting a little bit and then gaining the advantage of knowing what works and what doesn't. And then there are people who are just raising their hands up and not doing anything. And I'd say that's a dangerous place to be right now. So.
Yeah, I would say so too. Yeah, but of course, there's some use cases are quite natural for some industries and companies. All right, let's move forward. So there are many flavors of the AI. We have been talking about now the standard, ChatGPT. Then we have the co-pilots, and now we are talking about something like custom co-pilots. Can you tell what it means?
Well, you've seen ChatGPT. You have the user interface where you type all this stuff and it returns you answers to your questions. And you've seen these co-pilots that are basically on top of some Microsoft products helping you and being your assistants in creating better Word content or Excel content or so. And these are all tied to your own productivity. How can you be 20 to 40% more productive in your daily work? So what the custom co-pilots are is we are leveraging the same exact technology, but we are focusing purely on your business scenarios. So we are basically taking your core products and services and we are injecting these AI features on top of these products that make them even better than they were before, even more personalized than they were before. So if we have data from your customer, we can inject it as a feature on top of your products and services. And that's really interesting and something that I think differentiates a lot of companies when they can provide these services.
Yeah, cool. And usually it's quite close to the user that they are actually using in their own processes the custom copilots, let's say so.
Yeah, it's just getting more easier and easier with these tools.
Yeah. I have actually seen these our tech guys when they are building these.
Yeah.
They were like so amazed that the AI can do stuff that they didn't realize that it can do when they are building these custom copilot things. So I think the technology is a little bit like ahead of the development at the moment. So
I'd say so, and it's actually quite funny because right now with this technology, actually it feels like the technology is helping humans rather than humans helping technology to work.
Yeah, exactly. So we have a few examples. What kind of these custom copilots can be?
I think there are many levels to this, and of course, depending on your company, you'll gain different kind of benefits from these. But I'd say the easiest way of getting started with these tools is leveraging your existing documents that you have built and maintained for how many years already. You can just inject these documents that you have regarding how to use your services, how to use your products, how to maintain your products, whatever. We can just inject these to the AI and have a user interface built on top of this document data and have people ask questions from it. Yeah. And I know the first question is, it will hallucinate me stupid answers and not incorrect answers.
Yeah.
No, we can manage the amount of hallucinations these models can do. We can say that if you are not 100% confident in your answers, you will not answer. And we will base every answer from the data that you have in your documents. And the same goes with all the models we are going to be showcasing today. We can manage that.
Yeah. And actually, it doesn't matter where the data is. Actually, we can bring it to the reach of the AI.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But the simplest case is definitely around the documents. You all have it. We can inject it. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is, and that is the most natural place for the AI because it understands the context and so.
I'd say so, and I guess the second point then is, of course, now we can't just be stuck with the data from documents. That is something that is definitely helpful. But in other cases, we also need to get data from your ERPs, from your CRMs, and inject that to the AI model as well. And that is something that we can do. Again, we could be launching these sort of services in web, in our portals, in wherever we want to, where people can authenticate to our services and ask questions that they would similarly ask from a customer service agent.
Yeah.
And this is not your typical, chatbot experience where you log in and the first thing you just spam, space and enter until you reach the nerves of the chatbot, and they'll guide you to a human agent.
I have been doing that.
You've been doing that, I know. Me too. So this is something that can actually you can have a conversation like you would have with a human, and they have the data from your system. So I could go and ask about when does my contract end, for example, or I could ask about what kind of other services can be tied to my current deal, or something about prices, whatever.
Yeah.
Where I would normally call the customer service agent, I could have a service like this presented.
So basically, what we are doing is we are injecting capabilities to the AI, and AI can understand that, hey, I have now this capability. I can, search from the CRM, the customer data. I can search from the different places. I can actually do stuff to the behalf of the human and so on. So, I think it's opens up a lot of doors for the like different use cases also.
Yeah, and I think one case that is specifically interesting here is because these capabilities that we are introducing, because they are sort of standardized, it is something that we can then push to other services as well. So let's say we create this kind of capability for our own website. We could also just take this capability and copy it directly to another service, to another website, to maybe someone that we are doing business with, and have their website also take into consideration our offerings and so forth.
Yeah, and also you can push it internally. So if we are using this custom copilot in the field, and we are like, for example, creating new work orders, that could be used internally, for example, inside the teams with the Teams copilot. And,
yeah.
Cool stuff.
It is definitely.
Okay, next example.
I think many have thus far experienced the ChatGPT like user interfaces where people are typing your questions and you get this answer via text form. But one thing that we've learned now is that we can actually also make it a little bit more user friendly and offer some assistance inside the text chat user interface. We can actually provide you with some interactive tools to navigate you to where you want to go, or we can perhaps showcase you a map view or push some pictures into the view, really making the chat interface your go-to scenario where you can get all your work done from the single view that we have here.
Yeah, like in this example, for example, the contact center, that the bot can guide you through the process of, hey, do we have enough information? No, we don't. And then the bot can ask you more and more to get the information we need to actually create the order and so on.
Yeah. And I think the capabilities that we just talked about just previously, the capabilities here are what's important. We are essentially just creating multiple and many capabilities inside this one chatbot. Whether that be we in the contact center, our customer sent us a message and this is their issue. Okay, now I'm using the capability of searching for an answer from our knowledge base. So it's going through the knowledge base. Okay, it didn't find an answer. Okay, next it will go to a capability where you maybe search from a Q&A section or some ticketing system if there are something that's available that you can recommend, and then maybe it finds and then pushes the answer back to whoever asked. So again, these capabilities, not just one capability, but multiple capabilities all around our system.
So for example, in this example, user is creating the ticket to the system, and then the custom copilot is basically following through instructions that, hey, have you tried this? No, and then push it to the backend system that, hey, we can actually solve it here. Let's wait for the engineer.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, if we move forward, we can also really help out whoever is doing the work in the end, who will be then on site doing these work orders. We don't just have the capability of trying to explain things via text. We can also take a photo of the device that we are working with, and that will be the context of our discussion. So what will happen is the machine, or the AI in this case, they will go over the photo and understand what it is here, and it will showcase, okay, we can see that this is a valve pump, and here's the schematics for it. It will search from your SharePoint or other document databases and provide you the exact place where you will find what needs to be done. And of course, the other side of the coin here is basically you can have the normal typical scenario that you have today, where you basically start to call your colleagues, or you open up your document base and you start to search from 1,000 different documents, and once you find the right one, then you scroll and try to find the correct place yourself. This is what productivity means with the context of AI. It can really drive a big difference.
Yeah. And we have discussed this quite a lot in the past weeks. But for example, connecting different kind of systems that are not related to your daily work, like you know, hey, I need to find spare parts. You know, what is the closest place that have this spare part in inventory in our company and so on. So you can do stuff that would be quite hard to introduce in the current application. For example, it could be quite easily done with this AI stuff.
Exactly, and I think the main point really here is the capabilities. We are building many different capabilities around our system, and the AI chooses which one this time it's gonna be using.
Yeah, and it will do it automatically. That is quite great. Yeah, and one use case here also that it can give you the hey, try this, and as an engineer, hey, we have this ticket open. Here is the error description. This is my assumption that is wrong with the machine, and there is so many ways that you can utilize the AI to help you with your process. It doesn't have to always be chat, because it can be generated when the ticket comes into the system and so on. So
exactly. And also just showcasing, for example, your service history is one example. Just going through the history and providing you a summary. What's the few things that has been done to this device before.
So it can blame Mika that you did bad job last time.
It sure could, but I'd say it's wrong.
Yeah. Anyways, but I think this is really cool stuff that is happening at the moment, and there is a lot of scenarios more than just the chat.
Yes.
And what about the data?
I think these AI tools right now, of course, we said that this is document data is something that we can start off with. That's true. System data is something that we can also push, and we can even combine these two, create awesome scenarios. But of course, this is all based on data, and data is not something so simple as that. We have this tool somewhere, or maybe we have this legacy, or maybe we have some like Excels floating all around. We need to have some sort of structure here. If we want to be like really agile here and be able to gain these tools, AI tools to be used actually, for some companies right now, it's a matter of a month or two, and they can get already multiple AI solutions out. But for others, it's not an AI project that you need. It's a data project that you need. You need to get these things fixed. It could be a year that it takes for you to get all of these things ready. But you have to do it. Otherwise, some startup or SMB sector business, they will just come, they will take the space, they have invested into this basis, and that's it.
It was discussed like 5 years ago. The data is new oil and so on. I think now it's more important than ever.
I'd agree, and there was this term like big data that surfaced a while back, and I think it was it died a little bit because people didn't have a method of how to leverage this data. They didn't know like what do I do with all this data. Now with AI, it's really interesting that basically we don't even know what kind of data is helpful from now on, because we have a tool to make sense of it, to be able to combine all of these different data into something that's understandable for us and for something that we can leverage. But we don't know what that is. We just need to gather the data and think in the future what kind of data could be useful.
And for example, in the example, there was some voice data. That is actually quite important.
Video data.
Video and the pictures.
Yes.
Like, if the machine can learn from your pictures, what is more important when you go next time and you see the same picture there that you have taken with the camera, the AI can lead you, hey, actually I have seen this before.
Yes. Exactly.
And,
so I cannot stress it enough that data is a really crucial part.
And it's not that much collected yet from every process in the company.
Sure.
And also the metadata is not that important anymore, because I think the AI can somehow figure out what is this data that I'm looking at the moment. So previously you had to basically build all the data with the, hey, how do I categorize this and do that? That now it's it's important, but it's not that important anymore.
Yeah, there's no harm in it.
No,
but,
no.
but maybe it's not the first thing that you invest into.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. So we went a little bit over the last 3 segments of this maturity model. What kind of world do we have right now where we can focus on these industry-focused use cases and really differentiate our companies through the use of these tools? And typically, whenever we want to push our customers to the next level of these maturity model ladders, we typically help them out by just initiating this sort of fellow mind accelerator, where we help out our customers in getting to the next step of wherever you are at right now, whether that be helping you out with your digital strategy, or whether that be showcasing the capabilities of co-pilots and these custom tools,
Yep.
or then just helping you out to discover what your differentiator is with these tools. What could it be, and what can we do on top of your services and products? And this is quite important that we can strategize really early on and understand what is possible to be able to really move forward in the pace of today.
Yeah, an easy step to start and find out your low-hanging fruit that will impact most in your business with AI.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Great. All right. Thank you for participating. Just reminder, there is more episode to come. Tomorrow there will be Microsoft Ignite broadcast. Stay tuned. There will be, I think, a lot of exciting things coming up. And then after that we have also one episode where we a little bit digest the Ignite news and then come
bring
up
you the most important news
exactly.
from that.
All right. But thank you very much.
Thanks.